Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to today's Bible studies. Now, there are three categories of people that you must stop having relationships with if you do have them in your life. Three categories of people. Our Bible studies, if you've been following us, is taken from the book of Proverbs. We want to learn biblical principles for how to run our business. Therefore, we are focusing on the book of Proverbs. And so, Proverbs chapter 1, um, if we read from Proverbs chapter 1, we're going to start from yesterday. We read verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Let's read actually from verse 10. Let's read from verse 10. So that's Proverbs chapter 1 from verses 10 onwards. And it says, "My child, if sinners entice you, turn your back on them. They may say, 'Come and join us. Let's hide and kill someone. Just for fun, let's ambush the innocent. Let's swallow them alive like the grave. Let's swallow them whole like those who go down to the pit of death. Think of the great things we will get. We will fill our houses with all the stuff we take. Come, throw in your lot with us, and we will share the loot. My child, don't go along with them." The book of Proverbs, the book of wisdom, is telling us the kind of friends we must stop having. Okay? It says, "My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths. They rush to commit evil deeds, they hurry to commit murder. If a bird sees a trap being set, it knows to stay away. But these people set an ambush for themselves. They are trying to get themselves killed. Such is the fate of all who are greedy for money. It robs them of life." So, in this book of Proverbs, we learn the type of friends we must stop having. So, if you have any of these type of friends, please get rid of them. The first set of people is corrupt people. You see, these friends are so corrupt, okay? They want money, but they're not willing to work for the money. Instead, they have devised a plan to go and ambush somebody, to go and kill somebody so that they can enjoy the loot. So if you have friends who they are only advising you to do evil, only advising you to cheat others, only advising you to set traps for others, the Bible says run away from them. Avoid these kind of friends if you want to be successful in life. And the second group of friends you must avoid are greedy people. So you see, these friends, the reason why they are willing to commit murder, the reason why they are willing to set an ambush to kill somebody is because the Bible says they are greedy for money. And the problem is they're not willing to work for the money. They want to work to kill somebody who has worked to earn their money. So that same energy they have used to set traps for others, that same energy they have used to dupe others, to scam others, they could have used that money to work for themselves. But no, they don't want that. They are so greedy for money, they're not willing to work hard for their money. They just want to go and ambush the person who has worked hard so that they can take their money. The Bible says, run away from such people. Verse 15 says, "My child, don't go along with them. Stay far away from their paths." Because why? They are rushing to commit evil deeds, okay? And the problem is they don't know that they are setting traps for themselves. So if you join in with them, guess what? You too, you're going to be caught in that trap. So avoid these people. The third type of people we should avoid are immature people. What do I mean by immature people? People who are, immaturity doesn't have to be about age necessarily. Some people can be old in years, but they are immature in their thinking. If we look at the book of First Kings chapter 12, First Kings chapter 12, this is after the passing away of King Solomon. His son Rehoboam succeeds him. Now what happens is that the leaders of Israel, they summon Rehoboam and they basically are going to make a petition to him. Let's read from the book of First Kings chapter 12, and it says, verse 3. It says, the leaders of Israel summoned him, that is Rehoboam. They summoned him, and Jeroboam and the whole assembly of Israel went to speak with Rehoboam. Your father was a hard master, they said. Lighten the harsh labor demands and heavy taxes that your father imposed on us. Then we will be your loyal subjects. So these leaders have come to Rehoboam and they say, look, your father, King Solomon, he's gone, but he was a harsh man. Okay, he was harsh. His load on us was very heavy. He imposed heavy taxes on us. So load it, take it off from our shoulders, and we will serve you. Verse 5, it says, Rehoboam replied, give me 3 days to think this over. Then come back for my answer. So the people went away. And what he did was good, right? It was good. If somebody comes and puts a petition to you, you don't have to give them an answer straight away. You can ask for time. He bought some time. He bought 3 days to think it over. Verse 6, it says, then King Rehoboam discussed the matter with the older men who had counseled his father Solomon. What is your advice? He asked. How should I answer these people? The older counselors replied, if you are willing to be a servant to these people today and give them a favorable answer, they will always be your loyal subjects. So you see, these advisors, they were wise. They had been with King Solomon. They saw how he reigned, and they've advised this young man, look, if you want these people to continue to be your loyal subject, speak nicely to them, speak favorably to them. Verse 8, this is where it starts going wrong. It says, but Rehoboam rejected the advice of the older men and instead asked the opinion of the young men who had grown up with him and were now his advisors. What is your advice? He asked them. How should I answer these people who want me to lighten the burdens imposed by my father? So Rehoboam did not like the older men's advice, though they were wiser. He did not like their advice. So he asked his younger counselors. Verse 10, it says, the young man replied, this is what you should tell those complainers who want a lighter burden. My little finger is thicker than my father's waist. Yes, my father laid heavy burdens on you, but I'm going to make them even heavier. I'll beat you with whips, but I will beat you with scorpions. Imagine. That's his response to the people. And it says, 3 days later, Jeroboam and all the people returned to hear Rehoboam's decision, just as the king had ordered. But Rehoboam spoke harshly to the people, for he rejected the advice of the older counselors and followed the counsel of his younger advisors. He told the people, my father laid heavy burdens on you, but I'm going to make them even heavier. My father beat you with whips, but I will beat you with scorpions. Verse 15, it says, so the king paid no attention to the people. This turn of events was the will of the Lord, for it fulfilled the Lord's message to Jeroboam, son of Nebat, through the prophet Ahijah from Shiloh. Now, hear what happened. When all Israel realized that the king had refused to listen to them, they responded, down with the dynasty of David. We have no interest in a son of Jesse. Back to your homes, O Israel. Look out for your own house, O David. It says, so the people of Israel returned home. But Rehoboam continued to rule over the Israelites who lived in the towns of Judah. You see, this king allowed himself to listen to immature counselors. He had elder counselors who advised him, told him, you know what? Just be favorable to these people, speak nicely to them, and they'll be your loyal servants. But no, he decided to listen to the advice of the immature crowd. So there you go. These are the 3 people. We could go on about the more people you should avoid, but for now, we're just dealing with the 3 types of people you should stop associating with: corrupt people, greedy people, immature people. Do not take advice from them. Do not associate, because if you take advice, it could go against you. Rehoboam took the advice of the immature counselors, and of course, it went against them. I hope you've been blessed. Please share your comments. Let me know what are your views. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it, share it, and please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Take care and God bless. Bye bye.